10 cars to avoid in 2022 and why. With record high vehicle prices continuing in 2022, you are better off removing these disappointing cars from the shortlist. According to current market trends, manufacturers are still having difficulty keeping up with strong consumer demand due to a confluence of unusual forces and supply chain disruptions, most of them related to the pandemic. Although used car prices recorded the most significant jump by a remarkable 40.5%, new car prices have also skyrocketed by 12.2% over the past year. With the exorbitant prices already posing a challenge for potential buyers, it only makes sense to steer clear of any mediocre entrants on the market. Automakers have been guilty of offering some truly unreliable vehicles now and then, but they also never fail to disappoint with underwhelming cars that can't justify their overpriced tags. Let's look at a few of such vehicles, along with compelling reasons to avoid them in 2022. 10. Toyota Mirai. The all-new 2022 Mirai looks incredible, offers stellar performance numbers, flaunts a luxurious interior, and impresses with a zero-carbon print. So what's the problem? Well, it's a classic case of technology that's way too ahead of its time. Toyota's vision for a sustainable hydrogen society yielded an impressive hydrogen fuel cell technology, but the US currently has less than 100 publicly accessible hydrogen refueling stations. And with the most considerable bulk of these stations concentrated around major cities of California, you can only enjoy the Mirai in a restricted area within one state. (9) Tesla Model Y. Essentially, the Model Y is an SUV version of the Model 3, considering they share fundamental underpinnings, features, and equipment. Owners enjoy the Model Y since it's agile, quick, and roomy, but they also face issues relating to body integrity, climate systems, and in-car electronics. Furthermore, the lack of Apple CarPlay and Android Auto compatibility is unfortunate. The NHTSA has flagged some safety issues with the Model Y on several occasions, which have prompted 5 recalls involving forward collision avoidance, visibility, seatbelts, electrical systems, and suspension. Consumer Reports gives the Model Y a predicted reliability rating of 1/5 and an 18/100ths overall score. 8. Maserati Ghibli. The Maserati nameplate conjures up images of racing thrills and jet-setting celebrities, a stark reminder that not all luxury sedans are built equal. Charisma aside, the Ghibli fails to gel as a desirable package that delivers fully on its promise of sporty elegance. With a price tag that starts from $80,000 and goes as high as $115,795, the 2022 Maserati Ghibli delivers way below what almost all other midsize luxury sedans on the market offer. The Ghibli doesn't take the cake in anything to justify the price tag, from underwhelming in-car amenities to disappointing cabin space and a surprisingly underpowered base trim. 7. Lexus GX. The 2022 Lexus GX stands out amongst luxury SUVs for its remarkable off-roading capabilities, but you would have to trade off more than one compromise to enjoy that. For starters, you would have to make do with a clumsy, old-school design that's outdated by today's standards. The Lexus GX rivals offer more comfort and storage, not forgetting that the SUV's interior amenities hardly justify the estimated $55,000 price tag. What's more, the 2022 Lexus GX is a gas hog, returning an abysmal combined fuel economy of 16 mpg. (6) Mitsubishi Mirage G4. The Mitsubishi Mirage might appear as an excellent sedan, considering it offers a good fuel economy of 37 mpg overall and a low sticker price. Nonetheless, the Mirage truly lives up to its name, since that illusion dissipates as soon as you take the tiny car on the road. The Mirage G4 has a grossly underpowered and noisy 3-cylinder engine that struggles to put out 78 horsepower. Besides the awful soundproofing, the build quality is below average, with an interior full of all sorts of cheap material and a terrible predicted reliability rating to crown it all. 5. Subaru Ascent. The Ascent offers impressive all-around performance, in addition to slick power delivery, smooth ride, and functional interior that have made it endearing to SUV enthusiasts. The turbocharged 4-cylinder is more satisfying and zippier than the numbers on paper suggest, but it's still a slight disadvantage in a segment dominated by V6s. Subaru is widely considered a reliable brand, but its largest 3-row SUV throws a bit of mud on this reputation. Problems with the power equipment, transmission, brakes, in-car electronics, and climate system plague the Ascent, explaining the predicted reliability rating of 1/5 and an overall reliability score of 18/100. 4. Ford EcoSport. One look at the tiny EcoSport SUV, and you can almost tell why it has been a disastrous failure over the years. Okay, it gets some point on the board for its surprisingly agile handling and its ability to drive like a sports car than a dull SUV, but it still leaves more to be desired. Ford markets the EcoSport as a subcompact SUV, but it practically lacks everything you demand from a modern crossover. Top amongst them are a poor fuel economy, an outdated standard infotainment system, and a brazen lack of safety features. Ford will axe the EcoSport after 2022, and honestly, we'd rather have the Bronco Sport. 3. Chrysler 300. Chrysler's flagship sedan, the 300, is well liked since it's as sophisticated, capable, and luxurious as it's ever been. But that's also the problem with the large sedan. The basic spec sheet indicates an old-school highway cruiser in most aspects. The Chrysler 300 flaunts a design that's seemingly outdated by today's standards, and the glaring lack of standard tech features does little to help its cause. The handling and performance are not at par with its rivals' full-size sedans and muscle cars, making the 300 seem a waste of money. Ford Explorer. The Explorer is a household name, with most drivers enjoying its spacious, quiet cabin and agile handling. However, according to Consumer Reports, the 2022 iteration has several red flags worth noting. The Explorer offers a stiff-edged ride and has shown problems with a clunky transmission, noisy engine, power equipment, interior electronics, and outside paint. In addition, legroom is cramped in the third row, and a poor fuel economy could be a reason for concern in the modern market. The 2022 model received a predicted reliability rating of 1/5 and a shocking overall reliability rating of 8/100. 1. Mercedes-Benz GLE. The GLE offers the ride comfort everyone expects from Mercedes-Benz, holding its own in several ways with its potent engine, quiet interior, supportive seats, and impressive fits and finishes. The GLE has experienced 11 recalls in recent years, with reliability spiraling down due to problems with the engine, body integrity, in-car electronics, and electrical and climate systems. But that's not the end of it. The finicky steering controls, complicated infotainment system, and not-so-seamless shifting have shoppers opting for alternatives like the BMW X5. The GLE got a 1/5 rating for predicted reliability and a 5/100 rating for overall reliability, which is much less reliable than the average new car.